It was this beautiful day. The water was like glass. The sun was just rising. And I'm out there coaching. I'm like, where else would I want to be?
Guy is the rowing coach for the City Island rowing team. And he was coaching when he had this life-threatening cardiac event.
I was coaching one of my athletes when I had my heart attack, and that must have been an incredibly traumatic thing for her to experience. And she was right there when they were performing CPR. She was the one who called 911, got rushed to the hospital. It turned out to be quite serious, and I was incredibly lucky that I was taken to Montefiore Einstein.
I had received a call informing me that a City Island rowing coach had suffered a cardiac arrest. In fact, he had suffered 2 cardiac arrests and had undergone a cardiac catheterization. Fortunately, he was able to immediately be transported to the Montefiore Einstein New Rochelle Hospital, where they then gave him immediate life-sustaining treatment. He then was transported to our Jack D. Weiler Hospital, and that's where I saw him within hours of his cardiac arrest. We talked about what his future would be like, and he understood that the only way to return to his athletic life would be to have emergent bypass surgery.
And I said, well, great, can we schedule that for November? And they were like, no, we got to do that tonight or tomorrow. I'm like, well, no, that doesn't suit me. I have a team of 47 spectacular athletes. And the whole time was, I've just got to get back to my team. The thought that I would not be able to get back was just unacceptable. And it was my number one motivation.
The system that saved Guy's life worked exactly as it was designed to work. It was efficient, it was rapid, it was premier.
Dr. Mitchell got it right. When I first said to him, I can't afford to be away, he goes, I'm going to have you back in that coaching launch in 10 days. And when that was reported back to our board and parents, everyone was like, that's never going to happen. This is open heart surgery. And sure enough, 10 days later, I was back in that coaching launch. I technically died. And here I am, I got the second chance. It was so spectacular to see them, and they were crying and I was crying and no one could really believe it. I think some of them had no idea what to make of it. They were like, hang on, I thought we weren't going to see him for months and here he is. How do you thank someone for saving your life? Not just saving your life, but returning you back to where you were even better. They didn't just save me, they've had an enormous impact for this tremendous little community. It was a profound moment for me to be back on the water again.